What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be reviewing another spaghetti western. This one is titled Navajo Joe, and it stars Burt Reynolds as a Navajo Native American who opposes a group of bandits responsible for massacring his tribe. And in the film, the main villain is portrayed by Aldo Sambrell, who plays a ruthless gang leader named Duncan. Now, in this film, Burt Reynolds' wife gets killed, or I should say murdered, and he's out to try to seek revenge. Now, in the film, Duncan takes a pendant that was around her neck, and this is very important to Navajo Joe. He wants to reclaim this back because this is the only thing that's going to remind him of his wife now that she's gone. Now, in the film, Duncan's gang ends up stealing some money from a train, and Navajo Joe ends up getting this money from the gang, and eventually he tries to outsmart the gang members, taking them out one by one. And just like every spaghetti western, there is a showdown at the end with Duncan and Navajo Joe, and Navajo Joe gets shot in the hand. Now, this is an injury that's supposed to prevent him from overcoming the enemy, and he overcomes all odds to take out Duncan in the end. So I'm not going to spoil it, but it's a very cool death at the end of the film, and he does regain his pendant back that was the pendant his wife wore before she was murdered. Now, some of the things that I liked and didn't like about the film is the fact that they got Burt Reynolds to play a native and they just painted him red. Didn't sit too well with me because I would have preferred to have an actual Native American to play the role. Now, in his defense, I know he was just trying to land a role and do his job, but I would have loved to see an actual Native American portray this role, and they could have done a better job casting. The actual gang that was in the film, I don't know too many of the actors, but they did a really good job. They seemed ruthless, they seemed dirty, they seemed very barbaric. So I like the fact that it was very raw, it was very wild, Wild West, and that part actually was what I liked about the film. There's a scene where they actually torture Navajo Joe, and he's hanging upside down, and they're just hammering away at him. They're whipping him. They're beating him, and Joe ends up getting out of this. And again, he tries to plot his revenge. Now, the film itself, it was an alright movie. I would recommend you watch it if you're a spaghetti westerns fan. And it is released in 1966. So it is an older film, and if I had to rate this film, I would give it a 6 out of 10. Even though I didn't like it too much, I like the fact that it is an older film, and it is Burt Reynolds. I'm a big Burt Reynolds fan, but I didn't like the fact that they didn't have an actual Native American play Navajo Joe. So that was the one thing that bothered me about this movie. Now, if you've seen the film and you liked it, I'd like to hear your comments below. If you didn't like it, tell us why you didn't like the film. And if you'd like to stay tuned for more reviews that I will be doing, then hit the subscribe button and keep an eye out for other films. If you have films that you'd like to see me review or you want me to watch, let me know at the bottom as well, and I will put them on my list if they're not already there. Now, before we do part ways, I want to thank every one of you guys for watching the videos, and we will see you next time.